Another crisis in Washington now seems inevitable. The second government shutdown of President Trump's second term in office seems almost certain to happen, all as a result of what happened on Saturday, the deadly shooting involving 37-year-old Alex Pretty in Minneapolis, being shot and killed by ICE agents after their encounter. Now Senate Democrats are saying that they absolutely will not provide any money to ICE unless there are some serious changes. And here's the problem. That money for ICE is rolled into a larger funding package that must pass Congress by the end of the day on Friday. It was already passed the House. The House is on recess. And now Democrats say they have the votes to block that bill because in the 53-47 Senate, you need 60 votes to advance any legislation. And Chuck Schumer, the Senate Democratic leader, says Republicans do not have the votes unless those changes are made. Now, the question is going to be, how long will Democrats dig in? Will the White House concede in any way? Because other agencies would be impacted by this crisis. The Defense Department, Health and Human Services, the Labor Department, Housing and Urban Development, Homeland Security Department, and others. So that means so many people will be impacted, thousands of employees furloughed, people will lose paychecks. Where will this end up? I caught up with one Democrat who's running for Senate in Minnesota, who's a Congresswoman, Angie Craig. She told me that Senate Democrats should hold the line.
That's the lever we have at this moment in time. I mean, are we okay that an authoritarian administration is taking over American cities? Are we okay that our First Amendment, our Second Amendment, and our Fourth Amendment rights under the Constitution are being violated? Hell no, we're not okay. But if we don't take a stand now, at this moment in time, America, look at what is happening in Minnesota. This is coming to a city near you.
I think when you have a government that's being weaponized against its own people, against its own communities, when it's being weaponized against allies across the globe, it should be shut down. I think it's worth shutting down the government when that government no longer serves the people of this country. Well, absolutely. I don't think they should just stop with the DHS bill. I think there's 12 of them. They divided them up. I don't think the Secretary of State should not have his department funded. I don't think the DOD, we've already seen their willingness to put Marines on the street in L.A. I think that what we've seen at this point is that we have a regime right now in power that is not fighting or working with or for the American people. And I think they should shut down.
This isn't any message you want to send directly to ICE, Trump, and the billionaires behind him?
Get out. We'll drive you out.
We have workers right now that are scared to commute to and from work, our own families that are deeply affected, folks that are sheltering in place, folks can't go to work themselves because they're scared of getting swooped up and taken away.
Students are dropping their classes. They are dropping completely out of education because they're too afraid, and they're documented. They're too afraid anyway.
We have some patients that won't give us full names. People will not want to come in if they're sick, so I wouldn't be surprised if another outbreak of a sickness happens because people are not getting treated. The fact that they're getting over $5,000 or $50,000 for a sign-in bonus, and I'm over here taking care of patients for $2,000 sign-in bonus makes no sense to me.
Quite a few of my fellow members in the union are immigrants. I love them, and I'm here to support them and drive ICE out.
It's an ugly truth, but the way that this country runs is they don't see pain until it hits the wallet. We are the ones who runs the country at the end of the day. Do they not know that? If we don't work, if you don't buy, you don't get the stuff you want. You don't get your money anymore.
This is what it takes. I mean, it's 40 below out here right now. We're not going to be defeated. We will drive ICE out and eventually abolish ICE.
It's not about left or right at the moment. It's about being a human and caring about your neighbor.
Another government shutdown is coming next week, and lawmakers are debating giving more money to ICE and Homeland Security. House and Senate leaders presented a bill on Tuesday to fund most of the federal government to keep it up and running. The sticking point here this time around is not health care spending like last time. This time, it's about DHS and ICE spending. The bill on the table now would add another $10 billion for ICE. That's on top of the $74 billion added to ICE and $191 billion added to Homeland Security funding through President Trump's big, beautiful bill over the summer. The bill now would cut ICE's budget for immigration enforcement and deportations, but it would allocate $20 billion for body cameras. The House and Senate now only have 5 working days to sign off on a deal and get it to the president for signature to avoid another shutdown on January 30th.
ICE is beyond reform. ICE is totally out of control, and this week I intend to introduce a bill to abolish ICE. We need to make ICE go away.
Recently, Americans have been watching videos of ICE tackling a young mother, tear gas being used in a Chicago residential neighborhood, and the smashing of car windows. Have some of these raids gone too far?
No, I think they haven't gone far enough because we've been...
He thinks ICE hasn't gone far enough. You guys prepare for 2026, 2027, 2028. All this shit's just getting started.